Frieren, the anime, fucking sucks. No, at least I thought that when I first started watching the anime. Now, mind you, I'm only about 4 or 5 episodes deep into Frieren, and right away I thought this was a shitty ass anime. It was kind of boring, and sadly, I could only watch the dub version of it because I don't have my remote, so my DVD player, I don't have the remote to access the menu so I could change it to Japanese sub. So I'm stuck watching the dub version of it, and I'm watching the anime, and I'm like, oh man, not another one of these freaking Euro Japanese animes. I don't really like the Euro stuff, like fairy tale and all that stuff. Everything that's like like old Viking stuff, like Nordic folklore and Nordic mythology, Norse mythology mixed with Euro mythology and anti-biblical stuff. This mixes Nordic mythology with 15th century European uh mythology too, heresy mythology. So you got a elf named Frieren that is a witch, which usually, like in the whole Nordic thing, a mage and an elf, they're two separate things. There's never an elf that is a mage or a mage. I think elves have their own like mystical powers, so they don't need to be witches. They don't need to be mages. Mages is like a human trying to be an elf. So for an elf to be a mage, it makes no sense because elves possess their own magical powers. So that was kind of dumb. But so I was watching the anime, and I was like, man, this is boring. The girl has no personality. Um, I really don't understand what the hell's going on until I got bored and I read the manga. Frieren Volume 1, the manga. And holy shit, the manga opened the crap out of my eyes. Frieren, what basically, the manga is way better than the anime, hands down. Like the first 20 pages of the manga blows the entire anime out the damn water like freaking like a huge mage spell blow up a freaking humongous demon king. That's how much the manga is better than the anime. A lot of stuff gets lost in the anime and is super clear in the manga. Okay, what is going on in Frieren is you are looking at life through the eyes of an elf. And an elf lives for thousands of years. So in the first few months of the first few pages of the anime or of the manga, they had killed a demon king. They have four friends, and this mage sees two meteor showers within the span of 50 years. So 50 years to an elf is shit. It's nothing. It's like 2 years. Like saying, "Hey, I'm gonna see you in a couple of years." Like let's say you hang out with your friends, right? You hang out with your friends for a couple hours, and then you see them in a month or two, or you see them next year. That's the same way with an elf, but an elf is they hang out with you for like 10 to 20 years, and then they'll see you in another 50 years. It's the same as a human when they hang out with their buddies for like a weekend or for a couple of days and then see him next year, because time for an elf is a lot longer than time for a human. So this is a complexity of Frieren. You are looking through the eyes and life through a freaking elf's time span. So within the first few chapters, almost all four of her friends die, and you're like, "What the hell?" And it's more of a comedy on the manga than in the anime. In the anime, it's not a comedy, and Frieren shows more emotion in the manga than she does in the anime. In the anime, she's like super cold. It's because she's watching these meteor showers, right? This is not Frieren's first rodeo. This is why she's so nonchalant. So when human beings are like, let's go to this festival, or let's go see the sunrise, or um let's go see this eclipse, or let's go see a meteor shower. This is Frieren's 100th or 1000th meteor shower. So she's seen thousands of meteor showers. She's seen tens of thousands of sunsets. She has seen she has seen thousands and thousands of deaths. This is not the first time a friend of hers died. She lived for a very long time. That's why she's dissident. The word is dissident, is like she's nonchalant, she doesn't feel much, right? So out of sheer boredom or curiosity, she wants to find out how human beings are and better connect to them. Because for her, the life of a human is like glimpses. Like if she makes a friend with someone, they're gonna die right away. It's almost like making friends with dogs. Humans have very short lifespans compared to an elf. Elf has humongous, gigantic, enormous lifespans. A human life is like this. So when she makes friends, her life is this big, their lives are this tiny. So she's gonna see their deaths, their fights, their battles, everything. So it's nothing to Frieren. That's the whole gist of the story. Now, judging the anime by itself, is it one of the greatest animes ever in the world? No. It is not. So far, it's not that good. It's kind of boring. But if you think about the story, then it's like, oh shit, that's kind of cool. What you want to do is you want to read the manga. Get at least the first one, because I think I've read the volume 7 or volume 6, and it was kind of boring. But volume 1 really shows you everything, and this is the one you want to buy, and this is the one you want to own. Just volume 1. I can't speak for volume 2, 3, 4, or 5 because I haven't read it yet. And as far as the first 6 episodes of Frieren, because it has multiple discs, the first 6 episodes of Frieren is kind of boring. I mean, if you like relaxing, boring anime, you can get it, but to me, it's a waste to watch. But out of curiosity, maybe watch it out of curiosity. It's not the worst. It's not the worst anime, but it's just like very mellow, very nonchalant. But if you understand, if you could read just the first volume of the manga, then it will open up the anime for you, because that's basically what it is. It's your your eyes through the life of an elf that lives for 10,000 years. That's basically it right there. That's the whole premise of the whole thing. You're watching life through the eyes of an elf, which is Frieren. That's it. That's basically it. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool concept, and things don't make sense until you realize that. But you realize that right away when you read the fucking manga. All you gotta do is read the first one, and you'll understand that. But if you're an anime only person, then you're not gonna like this anime, because animes are a translation of the mangas. So you have to read the mangas first, then watch the animes. Sometimes there's rarely any case when the anime is better or longer than the manga. The manga always surpasses the anime.